This essay will present the result of analysis of curriculum of English in Malaysia entitled Curriculum Standard Sekolah Rendah Bahasa Inggris Year 5 from Primary School or KSSR. The KSSR curriculum was chosen because Indonesia and Malaysia are two neighboring nations that share similarities in many aspects. Both Malaysia and Indonesia have many common characteristic traits, including standard frames of reference in history, culture, and religion. Moreover, Indonesian and Malaysian national language are closely related and mutually intelligible, both being standardized registers of Malay. However, not like Indonesia, English is reasonably widely spoken in Malaysia. Around 50 to 60% of population in Malaysia having some level of English skills. In order to give a more precise focus to program goals, aims are often accompanied by statements of more specific, known as objectives. The aim of KSSR curriculum is to equip pupils with basic language skill to enable them to communicate effectively in a variety of contexts that is appropriate to the pupil's level of development. From my understanding, the objectives of KSSR curriculum refer to the statement of specific change Malaysian government seeks to bring about and results from an analysis of the aim into its different components. KSSR objectives also provide a basis for the organization of teaching activities and describe learning in terms of observable behavior or performance. School-based assessment or SBA was implemented in parallel with the curriculum change from the primary school integrated curriculum or curriculum bersepadu sekolah rendah to the new primary school curriculum standard or KSSR. It was initiated as an effort to restructure and improve the current curriculum to ensure that pupils have the relevant knowledge in order to face the challenge of the 21st century by emphasizing the development of critical literacy. School-based assessment is aligned with the standard-based English language curriculum to assess pupils' achievement using criteria that are linked to the content standard and learning standard in skills such as speaking and listening that cannot be easily assessed by the national examination. Therefore, the purpose of KSSR is to move away from the high-stakes exam to a more holistic assessment focusing on continuous assessment in order to improve pupils' learning outcomes through teaching practice. Then, for the rationale of KSSR curriculum, this recent curriculum reform in Malaysia encompasses all subjects, including English. The English KSSR embodies a vision of preparing young Malaysians to be able to communicate effectively and emphasize the development of higher-order thinking skills. In my opinion, the theory of constructivism that is stated by Vygotsky, the context children's experience influence how they will interpret the world around them. This theory of constructivism applied in KSSR curriculum is proposed to enable students or pupils to build new knowledge and concepts based on existing knowledge or sim that they have. The teacher assists pupils to acquire new knowledge and solve problems through pupil-centered active learning. Comparing with the previous curriculum, KSSR curriculum acknowledged the students' talent and skill to produce a better quality of education and less academic assessment. The ministry also has developed plans to include one more component into KSSR standard document, namely performance standard in listening, speaking, reading, writing, language art, and grammar, which define the achievement level for each content and learning standard. Shortly, in my opinion, KSSR curriculum refers to Tyler rationale in terms of learner-centered teaching. In KSSR, the culture of conducting assessment of learning is focused on improving learning and teaching. It was also suggested that KSSR curriculum would reduce the over-reliance on exam. KSSR is thus designed as a platform for developing higher-order thinking skill to support pupils' assessment based on their achievement and attainment of competencies rather than only in academic and cognitive accomplishment, as outlined in the previous curriculum. The curriculum was initiated to complement the national exam conducted at the end of year 6. The English component of KSSR curriculum was aligned with the English KSSR syllabus. In KSSR curriculum, each subject teacher is authorized to conduct the assessment because they are able to continuously monitor pupils' progression, provide constructive feedback to improve pupils' learning, better understand how to assess their own pupils in most conductive manner, and provide feedback to pupil based on each subject. And here are the example of assessment in listening and speaking skills that provides guidance for teacher on how the three terms above are related and how they are meant to be used in the KSSR curriculum. Based on the assessment guide illustrated above, Teachers are expected to carry out different assessment activities in order to monitor pupils' growth and development in relation to the content standard for a particular year. KSSR guidelines do not explicitly state how the assessment is to be completed in the classroom. However, the following section explains how curriculum assessment should be conducted by teachers. This analysis made by my critical reading of KSSR document from Ministry of Education 2014 and from the KSSR policy from Malaysia Examination Syndicate 2012. In step 1, teachers have to revert the English curriculum document, which is organized according to the content standard and learning standards. The second step, the performance level relating to the content standards and learning standards are determined by the descriptors outlined in the performance standards. Teachers must refer to each of these documents in order to conduct an assessment and when providing evidence, for example, checklist and worksheet for recording and reporting purposes. In step 3, to record the KSSR scores or the curriculum score, teachers must key in pupils' band or level in an offline system using the Microsoft Excel template called the KSSR management system. The focus on characteristic building and values is yet another positive point of system. Students are encouraged to work together and help another in the learning process. Students are not streamed according to their academic ability, and learning takes place in a mixed ability environment. Those who are quick are encouraged to help and teach the slower one. The move away from an exam-oriented system to KSSR will allow students to acquire knowledge at a more manageable pace. There is no longer the need of pumping in and overloading of facts and extra classes for the purpose of obtaining perfect scores. The pace is lower and the stress level are lower. Students no longer will feel the pressure to cram as much as they can and vomit it all out for their exams. The focus now is on gaining knowledge, understanding information, and being able to retain it from a longer period of time. Well, that's all from me. Thank you very much for the attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.